Alright, so, hello and good evening. I've been trying to get this video done for a little while, and the internet's been being difficult, and YouTube has been being difficult, so I'm gonna try this one more time. I missed the sorting part and the thinking about how things were gonna get put together part. I still have words and pictures that keep falling off my desk. So I did pick out a bunch of images of, some small things and some big things. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it all, but I just tried to pick out a few fun little things, that I could use for this collage. And, things that don't necessarily go together, but that I thought would be fun to try out. I think I don't have room for the Easter Head Island guy, but I'm kind of a little bit bummed about that, but this is the next part that I'm putting on. So this is the part that's done already. I think I'm going to put the grapes up here. And I've taken a guy's face and a magazine image of several faces put together. And I put those together, and then I added the octopus thing at the top, which I'm going to put the grapes up here. And then I was going to put these underneath, like that. I have several, so I'm going to put those. I'm going to put the big pink one over here. And then, I think maybe I want to. So I haven't glued anything permanently down yet except these pieces to one another. And I think I've got some little bitty stuff going on. Slide that. So just kind of coming down like that. I'll put the cut sides on the. So that's where I think I'm going with that. So this is for the 100-day project, which starts today. And ends in 100 days. So, I don't have the end date because I don't think that far ahead. I only think about right now. But I like the grapes at the top there. I like these on the side, and then I've got, I got this because I thought maybe I wanted to have the boobs on it, but it's the paper's not long enough, so I'll save the kind of boob thing for later. And I was going to use this at the top as well, but I think that this is covering so much of the page, I'm going to save that for later. And I've got interesting eyeballs already, so I'm going to save that for later. The fish may come into play somewhere down here. But I think what I want to do is go ahead and tack this stuff down, because this isn't tacked down. None of the circles are tacked down, and I'm kind of really liking the way that looks. So I'm going to grab my camera real quick right here and take a picture of that, because as soon as I take it away, I am 100% going to forget what I thought I was doing here. And I'll be like, what circle went where? And since I like that so well, I just want to keep it. Okay, so I've taken the picture. Now I can refer back to it. So I'll take these up. And what I may actually do is I'm going to turn this around. No, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to pull these over to the side over here real quick. And then, oops, we got one here too. It's the little purpley one. I got this roll of washi tape because these pages in this book that I was trying to show this earlier today. Okay, I'm totally like all over the place, so you'll have to excuse me. This notebook I got as a Christmas present from the lovely Miss Laura, One-Legged Witchy Woman. And the pages are perforated, and I have taken a few out to use for mixed media. I think that this is going to be way more pages than I can actually fill with collage in terms of how far before the book has major gator mouth. What I do like about it is that I can fold the cover under. The page is gessoed, but because they're perforated and I'm going to be using this for up to 100 collages, I'm thinking those are going to get weak over time for me pulling and flipping, and so I thought I would put some washi tape along the perforation on both sides here. And now I'm obviously only going to do this side today because I'm going to gesso the page on the back side. And I think I probably should have put some glue on that. But I think I'm going to borrow this roll of washi tape for a couple of days because I really like the colors on it. And see if I can't just pull this back up a little bit and put some glue on that. I don't want it peeling up. I want it to actually hold that perforation so that if it starts to peel away, there's something kind of holding it together. And I don't wind up with what I think is going to be a book altogether of the collage-y stuff that really just turns out to be a bunch of pages that I can't keep track of because they're all over the house. Right? It's craziness. So let me just get this glued down. As you may or may not know, I did try to go on live today, and it did not work out. YouTube was clogged up in a big way, and we seem to be having some connectivities with our own personal internet as well. So let's get these grapes up here. Maybe I want to do the edges with some ink. I'm not even sure if I'm on camera. Let me see where the cutoff is. So I need to keep this pushed up, and my tendency is to pull it down closer to me. Let me see if I can actually, get myself any closer. That did not feel good. I just ran into the thing. Okay, so this is as close as I can get. Wish me luck. Let's see. I know. So I think this is up here is not covered. So what do I want to do about that? Let me think for a second. Here we go. Al's handed me the other day these pan pastels and said I could keep them over here and use them. So I'll pull some pan pastel out. Maybe this blue right here. And I dropped it on the floor and I broke a couple of them. So now I am sad. I think this is what happens when stuff lives over here. So a little bit here. And a little bit along here. Let me just... Okay, so color that. I just wanted to, with the first one, I just wanted to have a lot of fun and play with some of the images that I've culled recently. I just dropped something on the floor. And let me put these back behind my, I may use more of these later, but I want to keep them back behind my computer so that they don't fall off the desk again, because that's no good. Just want to smoosh that a little bit so that it doesn't smoosh on other things. Now my finger is blue. Alright, so I think I'm just going to edge kind of the bottom and the side maybe, because the top is going to get trimmed where it hangs over the page, or I'll have to do some parts of the top because then it goes down into the blue. And I like edging things, so it just makes me happy. I know some of this is going to get trimmed off, but that way I don't have to guess what's going to get trimmed off, and the whole thing will have ink on it. So I tried to go live today. It didn't work. I tried 2 different times. I have a live set up for tomorrow at 11 a.m. because I was on yesterday at 11 a.m. and I didn't seem to be having much trouble with that, so maybe it's related to the time of day. I do not know. I do know that there were a lot of people. But I'm gonna use glue stick for this. I know a lot of people don't like glue stick, but I'm gonna do it. So then I don't have to wait 85 years for a wet glue to dry before I move on. Some of the more complicated ones later on will probably use a wetter glue. But for now, I'm just going to go with glue stick. It's not like this is a fine piece of art and I'm going to keep it for 1,000 years. It's just a collage for having fun, for doing a challenge that makes me, you know, reasonably happy to be doing it. Let's see if I can. Where's my bone? I'll just use the back of my scissors. I don't know where my stuff is half the time, but scissors will work for now for this. And at the end, I'll trim that all off anywhere it isn't. I'll probably go over the whole edge there. All right, so we've got that. And then I've got my person. And I think I want to have it right about there. So we're going to start with getting the camera out and looking at that picture. So I'm going to put that right here. So I started with the purple one over here. So we're going to go find that big purple one. We're going to put it so that it covers the whole inside of this thing. So like that, I think. Let me put some glue on this. I just roll down some more of my glue. I probably should have some paper under that so I don't actually make my paper dirty. Not that I intend for any of the white to show through, but come on. Pull you up a little bit. So, and then we'll put some over here too. And oh, I should have let me ink the edge on that silliness. I've got so much stuff piled up around me. I feel like there's going to be a craft-a-lanch. I need to get some of it put away, or at least stored a little better, so I can actually work on my ongoing projects. We shall see. Okay, now let's do this again. Right in here, I think I want it like that. Let's see how it looks. The whole thing has to peel away. Okay, so let's make sure the tentacle's getting pushed down in the right places. Yay, tentacles. I was hoping to have somebody to talk to while I was working on this today, because now I'm used to doing lives and it's weird just talking to myself again. Okay, so the bad thing, maybe I should put this in my, you know what, give me just a second here. I'm going to stick this in my computer and bring the image up on my computer. Yes, Amy, do the smart thing. Put the image on your computer. Okay. So we need to go here. We need to go down there to the picture file. And it's going to be the last one ever on this roll. In this file, let me bring that. It's going to take a minute. But let me pull these up here now. I can start inking them while I'm waiting for that to come up. Tiny one. And this one. And that one. Okay. These are a little flimsier than some of the other pieces I've worked with, so need to be a little more careful. I just want to take away that white edge around the side there. Because that's what we do as crafters, right? I spent a lot of today running back and forth to the garage and drying papers. I never did get the iron out today. So tomorrow when I'm doing this, the other thing I'm going to have to be doing is some major ironing. Before I go to bed tonight, I have to dye some coffee filters because I have a sale for some yellow coffee filters. And I used them all in the kits. I didn't realize it. So real quick before I go to bed, I'm gonna whip up some coffee filters, which I can throw in the mail tomorrow because they dry super fast. And that way I can get that mailed out along with some happy mail I have. Since I went through, I did get through all of my images and all of my, let me move this over to the side. While I'm doing this, I might as well hit up, I didn't get it on I missed this one. I didn't get it on the edges of the face on the other side, which is probably going to drive me a little bit bananas, but I can still do the rest of this. Okay. Get this other side here. Pardon me while I take that away. Some of this, it may not matter. It may get covered over, but for now, it will just make me a happy camper if I get it inked up. Around get the octopus over there if I can. He's got a lot of tiny little fiddly parts, and I don't want to damage him, so I'm gonna just try and hit the biggest portions of that if I can without. And then it's very late, and I still have not made myself any dinner, and my tummy is now rumbling because somebody cooked. You know, we're all kind of doing our own thing at the moment, and I smell the food cooking. And now my stomach's like, there's food somewhere, eat, you need to eat. And my brain is like, no, you need to finish this collage. I have a warring brain and gut at the moment. Just trying to get a little edging on here. Maybe I can fold that back and still get a little bit of that edge without screwing everything up too much. I'm going to work on it down here, down the other side. And here we're going. Because even after I get this done up, I still have to post it on Instagram and my Facebook group that I promised I would do that. Okay, so we've at least got the highlights inked up. And so we will put this ink aside for right now and go back to, okay, so I've got my picture up over here. So then we did this little black one right here, and we worked it under the edge, so I need to pull that back just a little bit right there. And so this side, we want to glue the side that's like, no, I'm gluing the wrong side. Okay. Some days. And just wipe the glue off that. Okay, so we want this to be kind of like that, so kind of right there maybe, and then we'll glue over here. It's going to come down here a little bit. Alright, so actually. There we go. It actually came down to the end of the ear in the, so I think I'm okay with that. And then after that we had the little pink one. Over here. And it was actually under the black one a little bit, which is okay because that's not glued down right there. So we want to do like this. So let's glue this here and right there. And that was, but it didn't cover the thing, so we want to do it like that. And then the little, which I got a little too much ink on that, but I think it will be okay. Okay. And that goes just right over here. But I don't want it to stick to the magazine yet, to the back page yet. Alright, so then on the other side we went with this big pink one under here. We have to look at where it fits on the, okay, so we want it to go like, I could do this, come on. Want it to come over like that. And then we're gonna have this one right underneath it like that. Right? And that one's actually gonna come out a little bit further into the thing. So that's, I think, what we have going on. And then under that is the black. And I've missed a piece somewhere. There's a big tan one, and I don't see a big tan one. You see, oh, it's this one. It's this one. Okay, so then it's this one. Okay, so I think I see how this is going. So let's attach these all together. I don't know where that came from. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to attach these together. And it's going to be the black one right here. No, it goes this one. And then this one. Which needs to come out a little bit further this way. And then the black one. Let me see how that's looking right here. That tentacle's giving me shit. So like that. And then this big one goes down here. With the little tiny purple one. I think it's the bigger purple one goes right here. Yeah, that goes right there. Okay, purple one. So that little purple one must go on the other side. Alright, so we need to attach this. Let's get this glued up over here. Alright. I've got it kind of set up. Let's lightly tack it right there and then see what we need to move around. Okay, we want that to be out a little more. And I think that's going to do it right there. So, get this all the way down over here. Like that. And figure out what to do with this little tiny purple one. Wonder if we can do that. No, I don't really like it there. I think we'll put it right down here by the ear. I think I can get it in there. I think I could pull that back just a little bit and kind of put it in there. Okay. So I think I'm liking that so far. We'll see. And a little fold right there. So that's where we're at right there. So we need to cover these sides with some stuff. But I kind of digging it a little bit. Okay. So maybe let's see how this looks underneath there. We get it. There's a little white border here that I don't think I like. Trim the little white border off. Okay. Got mess everywhere. Alright, so let's see about, we want going this way. Well, we want it kind of, there. So I wonder if where's my little bitty scissors? There they are. So I think I kind of want to cut it a little bit over from the little snip I made and see if I can move the other piece over to the other side. So there's that. Maybe just a little further down to get the chevron a little better. But there's not much I can, yeah, it's going to have to go like that. Now I kind of wished I'd not put the washi tape. I wish that was under the washi tape. Okay, so maybe we can butt it right up against the washi tape though. It's got a little wiggle room here. Okay, so let's see about this. I got a black mark on that bud. So if I put it across from that, I need something to fill space over here. And I don't necessarily want to cover up what I just did. So maybe the answer is some more blue. So let's do that. Let's edge these. And the cat is pathetically trying to get us to let him outside because he's convinced, well, I'm not sure what he's really convinced, but he's convinced he needs to be out there. Of that much, I am absolutely sure. Because he's a silly kitty. Alright. So, I think you can look forward to about a video a day. I can't guarantee time of day on these because, you know, life is just like that sometimes. So I need to get that blue doohickey, that pan pastel, so I can kind of color in the space. Let me see again. I probably should maybe, so I need it to be specific. I want to put that right there. This needs to go here. And that needs to go approximately. Can I bring that down any farther? Oh, well, we're getting it glued down to the back of that, so I guess that's where we'll go with this. It's all going to be attached to the head and then to the piece at the end. That appears to be the way we're going with this. And then I did the wrong side. Okay. Well, we can fix that. Just best laid plans. Sometimes they go a little bit. You can't put the ink on if you still got the plastic protector on it. Alright, so we're going to have to push our luck with that. Okay, I think I've got everything I need done on that one. Alright, let's try this again. It's a little bit tacked down. Let's look at this. And then we want this to be right flush with that edge right there. So this one needs to be tacked down all over here. Okay. And I'm still not 100% guaranteeing that these are even directly across from one another. So that needs to come down just a little tiny bit. Come on, get in there. Okay, so that's going to be about where that needs to go. That's about right. But I need it to push in just a little bit more. Come on. Okay, I think that's more or less where I want it to go. Scissors. So we're going to want to fill in this space right here. Let me grab my blue crayon again, and the blue pan pastel. And we'll just fill in that little space right there. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it goes down a little bit more farther than that. That way we're sure we got the space covered. I'm making a video.
Now you have to edit that.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I never edit my videos.
Oh.
Fly by the seat of my pants.
Cool.
So it looks like it's going to go a little bit. It's not quite going to make it over to the edge. And I'm not going to peel that off there again. So we'll just do right over the edge there with the blue. And we'll have happy blue on the edges. That's a thing, right? So I think what I'll do then is clear this edge just a little bit and ink that. Why not, right? Okay, so there goes that. Put the lid on the pan pastels. Okay, so now where are we going with this? It has to go right there, and it has to be scooched over, and that's where it belongs. Okay. So what else can we do? We need to glue this down a little bit more. It's still not quite where it needs to be. Gluey downy wise. Okay. So I think I'm liking it so far. It's a little silly. Thought I'd start with something kind of frivolous. I think this pinwheel is going to have to wait until tomorrow. Put it over there with that. I think my Easter Island guy's definitely waiting until tomorrow. I can probably get the little bird on there though. And perch him on his shoulder over here. Yeah, I think he can go right there. Yeah, I think I like that. And then there's this mirror over here, but it would have to go definitely under. I like that. So let me see if I can just get that to peel up a tiny bit there. So I think we're going to tack that right there. Alright. Then we'll run a little glue. Just get the edge of that glue stick right there. And I can glue a little bit more of it over here. Okay. I'm going to glue that parrot down. Or that bird. It's not a parrot, it's a parakeet or something. I guess y'all know I'm not a bird person, but I think that's a little parakeet. But I kind of want it to go like that. Alright, so don't glue to the paper yet. And then we're keeping everything where it needs to be over here. And that needs to come over just a smidge. It's got to kind of line up with the... So I've got some space here at the end. And I'm liking the kind of silly feel of this. I cut out another hand, but I don't like it for this. So I think I'm going to pause you for a minute and look for some other little doodahs. I have this little strip that I will maybe use on the bottom, or it might stay for another one. But I need another few little silly items for down here. So I'm going to pause you for a minute, and I will come right back in, you know, video time. And I only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to have to get this wrapped up. Alright, so I'm back again. We've got just the end of this collage right here. I know I went to just look for something to go along the bottom to keep it kind of fun and interesting. But when I stood up and I paused, I realized I was at 37 minutes. And my tablet only holds 45 minutes of video. So I went ahead and I found some flowers. And I got a phrase. And I went ahead and I finished this up. Put a little blue along the side. And the flowers was really the only thing I added. And then the phrase from the words I picked out. So I went ahead and inked up the edges, and that's going to be it for today. We'll start on the back tomorrow. I'll put some washi tape over here after I gesso the page, and you can see we're going to have, you know, it's going to carry over a little bit of the stuff every time. We're going to get some glue, some paint, some of the other doodahs going on. But this is my first collage. This is number 1. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the date yet. Probably in this flower right here. I just need to wait for it to dry a little bit more before I try to write on it. There's a little bit of cleanup up here. A little bit of the blue came into the middle. But other than that, it is all done. So this is day 1 of my 100-day project, which is 100 days of collage. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that however you're spending your days and nights, it brings you great joy and happiness. And until I see you in a live somewhere, or in one of my lives or someone else's, I wish you great joy and happiness, and happy crafting. I think I just repeated myself a bunch. Bye-bye, guys. Bye!